Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and studying well at home. In today's tutorial, we are going to discuss about the structure of cell. As you already know that cell is the one of the basic unit from which we are just going to generate electricity, or we are getting electricity from the cell. So before going further, I'm just going to show you this is be known as a dry cell. So you already be very much familiar about this, so because you are using this cell in your toys, in your TV remote, etc. So let's start. So this dry cell is having a two terminals. This upper terminal which is having this metallic cap, right, and this is be known as the positive terminal of the cell, and at the bottom side this disc like structure is be known as the negative terminal of the cell. So as means now we are going to discuss about what is inside this cell. This is be known as the positive terminal, as I already show you in the cell, right, and this is be the negative one, and this is be known as the negative terminal. So inside this, first of all, the outer structure of the cell is be made of zinc, and that is be known as a zinc container, and inside that there is a ammonium chloride, right, and in between this black color rod that we see here in this inside the cell, in the center of the cell, that is be known as a carbon rod, and just close to the carbon rod there is a mixture of carbon and magnesium. This magnesium dioxide mixture is be present, okay, and at the bottom there is a negative terminal. So it means in this zinc container there is a ammonium chloride, carbon rod, and a mixture of carbon and manganese dioxide. So this zinc container acts as a negative terminal of the cell, and the carbon rod, basically I'm just showing you that this whole zinc container is be work as a negative terminal, and in between in the center of this carbon rod is be the positive terminal of the cell. So in between this, in the center of the cell, there are some chemicals present, as we'll already discuss, that is be the ammonium chloride and carbon and manganese dioxide. So these chemicals produce electricity. Whenever these terminals are be in contact with the device, and they are just whatever the chemicals are be present inside the cell, that is be now converted into a electric energy, and when these chemicals are be used, then this cell stops providing electric current, and that cell is then be known as a dead cell. Okay, when this cell is not be able to produce more electricity, and when the chemicals in between the cell is not be able to produce, or it get be used, then it is be known as a dead cell. Because cell means these are be of very small size, and the amount of chemical they are containing be in a very less amount, So we are not use these cells to produce more electricity. So we are not using these cells to just run any fan, any refrigerator, television, etc. So for that purpose we need a continuous flow of electricity, and that electricity is be generated in the hydropower stations or in the thermal power stations. But then again there are some devices that are be needed a very small amount of electricity to run. So in that cases we are using these electric cells to just produce electricity, like in toys, like in TV remotes, etc. But one cell is not be able to produce that much of the energy to run that particular device. So in that case we are using more than one cell, means in 3 4 or more than that also. So whenever we are using a combination of two or more cells, that is be known as battery. Okay, in any of the device, when we are using a combination of two or more cells, that is be known as battery. So here you can see that how we can use these cells in the form of battery. So in that case we have to arrange our cells in this manner so that they are be in contact with each other, positive terminal, and with this negative terminal next positive get be attached, right? And if we are using this battery, or to draw this battery in another way, so we are using small line and one bigger line, then one small line, then one bigger line, and then one small line. This way we can draw the structure of battery. Fine. Thank you and have a nice day all.